Welcome back to another episode of the K-Dog&Fish Show. I am Fish.
K-Dog.
Be money.
Yeah, let's do this. We wanted to change up what we were showing on the show, and we chose coolest movies from our physical media collection. Welcome back. So, B Money, special guest on today's
First
show.
visual on the show.
Because also B Money is a physical media collector. So
Huge.
it's something we have in common. We have always collected movies, and starting with VHS, DVDs, Blu-rays. So we wanted to, as we mentioned on a previous show, kind of change things up, and a different type of collectible that we're really into is physical media. So K-Dog, why don't you kick us off?
Yeah.
Give us something cool. These aren't like the best movies in the collection, just stuff that's really cool from your physical media collection.
Now, I wasn't sure what we wanted to do, so I was like looking at my Steelbooks, and I could have brought in like my favorite 6 Steelbooks, but then I kept finding movies that I'm like, oh man, these movies are the best.
And movies that we would think that you guys would like as well. It's
or maybe you haven't seen.
Yeah.
So that's where I ended up just grabbing a whole bunch of stuff that I'm like, you know what, maybe people haven't seen this, so I'm going to bring it in. That's it.
Kick it off.
I'm starting with The Ladies' Man with Tim Meadows.
Underrated.
What year is that?
Underrated. It's,
Can I guess? It should be on there.
Oh, there it is,
Was it 99?
2000.
Oh.
2000, Ladies' Man. I don't think it's
Shot in Toronto.
I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen this?
No, I was born in 93.
It is so funny. Tim Meadows is so funny in it.
It was an SNL character, so it's an SNL produced movie.
So funny.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it in, because I figured maybe people haven't seen it, because it wasn't in theaters. But it didn't make a huge splash. I find the cover
box also reminds me of Private Parts.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
The Howard Stern
movie. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Ladies' Man.
Start it off.
All right, cool.
B-Money, what you got?
I got a whole box of stuff. So I have a huge physical media collection, and I was like, well, I want to bring some of my favorites. But there's a couple in here that are kind of bonuses.
Okay.
Now, this movie, like it or hate it, it's a Zack Snyder film. This movie should not exist at all. So the fact that it's on physical media, Zack Snyder's Justice League,
the Snyder cut.
The Snyder cut is a pretty cool
in
4K to have in the collection. I'm a Snyder fan. We're not going to get into it in the comments, but it's cool that this exists.
How long is it?
4 hours.
Oh,
now let me tell you, if you're going to put out your own cut,
it's only
make
on one
it
disc?
It's only on one disc. Well, they make them bigger now. But yeah, if you're going to make your own movie, you might not make it long. But I think it could have been 3.5 and been good.
All right.
Yeah, this is a little.
I will say
bonus.
that I did watch most of the Snyder cut, and I do find it better than the theatrical version.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a huge fan of the Justice League.
Anytime I can get more Henry Cavill as Superman, I'm going to put it on the shelf.
Cool.
No.
All right.
One that I brought is one of my favorite movies. It's from 1995. I'm sure most of you of a certain age have seen it. If you haven't, and you're age appropriate to watch it now, I recommend 7.
Yeah, and that's a collector's edition 7.
So the reason why I got this, and I probably already owned 7 I owned it on VHS. I owned it on DVD. This is also DVD, but I wanted this one because it came in one of the Killer's crazy notebooks.
Yeah,
that's pretty
so. If you've seen that's what I love about physical media is when there's extra effort put into the packaging, and this looks exactly like it was going to be from. I don't want to ruin it in case anyone hasn't seen it.
Well,
from the Killer's.
His name's John Doe.
John Doe's apartment.
Yeah.
He had just hundreds of these books just lined up.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a really cool piece to hold the DVD in.
I actually just watched that recently.
Yeah.
I got the 4K. They just released the 4K.
So good.
What's the director?
Fincher.
David Fincher. It's one of my favorite David Fincher movies.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I'll keep going with stuff that people probably haven't seen.
Okay.
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
That was a TV series.
TV series, only one season.
Yeah.
All-star cast: Matthew Perry, Amanda Peet, Bradley Whitford, Steven Weber, D.L. Hughley, Timothy Busfield,
That's like a
Sarah Paulson.
lineup.
30 something.
Yeah. So it was basically almost like as a take on Saturday Night Live, basically.
Yeah.
It was basically
a sketch show.
sketch show. And
People that were writing a sketch show.
writing
right?
a sketch show, yeah. And was it in
was
real
a
time?
drama.
I'm not sure if it was in real time or not.
Dramedy.
It's a dramedy. And it's by Sorkin, Aaron Sorkin. So I don't know if anyone's streaming it, but again, I just wanted to bring something that maybe you guys haven't seen. It's worth a watch.
Also, they never did another season, so
No.
that's everything.
That's it.
Yeah.
Only one.
So I got a deep cut
Ooh.
for the Godzilla fans out there. Now, this is the only way you could get this movie,
Okay.
other than some bootleg, limited edition, like mid 2000s Blu-ray, because they never put it out. This is the only way to get it until last week. Last week, Criterion got a hold of the license, and they released the brand new 4K edition. Boom.
Nice.
Cool.
So they remastered the old film, making it look pristine. So I was pretty hyped to get one of these. One of my favorite Godzilla
You are,
movies.
and you're wearing a
I am.
Godzilla sweater.
Yep.
So
Alright.
yeah.
I have
Cool.
every single one of the Godzillas on the Heisei ones from the 90s on VHS, and now I got it on the Blu-rays.
All right. Sweet.
Not a lot of people know this. I don't think I talked about it here, but you are fully aware that I am a huge Paul Newman fan.
Right.
From especially the movies in the 60s, Cool Hand Luke. There's little known ones that people don't know called HUD and Harper. Anyway, one of my, and Butch Cassidy and Son, that's good. One of my favorite, and I own almost every Paul Newman movie on DVD or Blu-ray. This one is my absolute favorite. It is 1961's The Hustler. I was so pumped to be able to get it on Blu-ray.
Yep.
But also, I love this because it's basically a book.
Yeah.
Is it a magnet?
Nope.
Nope.
Not a magnet, but this is going to be hard to show on camera. But it goes through the cast. There's pictures and everything, and then it gets to the Blu-ray disc.
Cool.
But it's like a
Yeah, it's
book,
thin.
and I love it. Like I love,
Yeah.
again, cool packaging, great movie. If you've not seen it, there is a sequel in the 1980s, 25 years later, called The Color of Money, where an older version of this character, Paul Newman, teaches Tom Cruise how to hustle pool, and watch them back to back. But this, a lot of people know Color of Money.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know about The Hustler.
Right.
So this is amazing.
Cool. Awesome. All right. All right. Everybody knows I'm a Jordan fan. So we're talking about The Last Dance.
That's a wicked cover.
This is a awesome box set. It's got everything and a bunch of bonus stuff. So it is pretty sweet.
And that was on Netflix, right?
Netflix, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I own this too.
Yeah. So
It's one of the best documentaries ever.
yeah, getting it
tight.
out is not the easiest, but again, packaging is amazing.
Ooh.
And yeah,
They've been
it's-
getting a shout out there.
Yeah, well, you
Even
know,
though he
come
took a
on.
little heat in the
He took a little heat in it.
in
but
the documentary.
yeah, it's yeah, they did this up pretty good, and
Wow.
it's pretty sweet the way they did it. If you kind of look and
They
stuff,
did it in the
and-
Bulls colors too
Yeah.
for the discs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty sweet, and
That's cool packaging.
yeah, this goes back, and I always keep it on my shelf with my first Jordan Blu-ray or DVD, actually, not Blu-ray, was Michael Jordan to the Max. I don't know if you guys remember when Jordan had an actual movie in IMAX, and this was a long time ago. Like, when was this?
I can't believe you have that on DVD.
I don't think I've
DVD.
ever heard of that.
You never heard of this?
No.
Yeah, it was like, it was in IMAX. It was crazy. We went and saw it in IMAX.
What's the
Yeah.
one that you and I used to watch on VHS all the time where he was in the playground?
Oh, Come Fly With Me.
Come fly with me?
Yeah, I have those on VHS, and actually, I do have a Jordan box set that has all of them on
nice.
DVD too, but I couldn't find it. So,
Nice.
anyways, these two kind of go together. If you haven't seen Michael Jordan to the Max, I don't know if anyone's
Is
actually.
it like a documentary?
Yeah, it's kind of a documentary. It's just
He's got a lot of those.
You know,
Highlights,
you know,
Highlights,
yeah.
yeah, it's good. It's
I got the classic Jordan with all the games and the highlights on it. It's like a red.
yeah.
box, yeah.
And I have the Bulls 6 championships. There's a box set for that too. I have that
Nice.
too. But I didn't bring them all in. So yeah. But
All
anyways,
right.
it's cool. Yeah.
What
yeah.
you got?
Now, I think we can all agree on this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
Little-
almost brought that one.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Gorgeous steelbook.
Steelbook's amazing.
Now, people talk about the original, but this is my Top Gun.
This is actually, I would say, and
Yeah.
I'm of the age of watching the original.
Yeah.
This is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick's better.
I
than
saw
the
this
OG
3
Maverick.
times in the theater.
Yeah.
It was
And
amazing.
the Steelbook's awesome.
Yes, I had to get the Steelbook.
Actually,
4K.
all three of us are big fans of Steelbooks. If we
Right.
can get Steelbook, I always try and get Steelbook.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
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 Well, now they're getting real expensive, so you got to
Yeah.
be choosy.
Getting a little pricey.
Now
yeah.
I got a rare one for you because
Yeah.
this is almost impossible to find, and that is a very underrated comedy.
Right.
Actually, I have two, so I might as well show these
Show them both.
together.
Yeah. Show them both together.
That is Out Cold
Yeah.
and Dead Men on Campus.
Classics.
This one is probably easier to find. Dead Men on Campus, it doesn't stream anywhere.
I bought it. Bought it on iTunes.
You bought it to for
Yeah.
rent or buy.
Yeah. I could
Yeah.
buy it on iTunes for like $15.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
But to get it free on streaming, I don't believe
I don't think
it
anyone's-
exists.
no.
I don't think it exists on Blu-ray.
no.
So to have it on physical media
Yeah.
makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And we quote this movie often as
Nonstop,
well.
yeah.
Out Cold is a wicked comedy. I'm glad to have it on DVD. I don't think it exists on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And Zach Galifianakis is like one of his first roles, and it's so funny.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to go not hard to find, but maybe hasn't been watched a lot. I'll go 2-2. I'll do Beautiful Girls
Nice.
with Matt Dillon,
One of the
Michael
first
Rappaport. you know,
Natalie Portman movies.
it's actually her first movie.
And this
is-
is before the what's the one with the French hitman
Oh yeah,
That one-
Jean Reno,
Jean Reno,
Le Professional.
The Professional.
Yeah, Le Professional.
Le
Yeah.
Professional.
I believe this was her first movie.
Okay.
This is what launched her. And yeah, it's Mira Sorvino, Rosie O'Donnell, Uma Thurman. Yeah, it's so funny. Timothy Hutton, so funny.
Late 90s.
Not a lot of people have seen this. And I don't know if people have seen Sneakers, but this is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I thought I'd bring it in.
Look at that cast.
Robert De Niro classic. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, Sidney Poitier, River Phoenix.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley
How many
plays the
Oscar winners
villain.
You got in there.
And then what's that other guy's name? He's cool. Anyways, I can't remember his name.
Is it
but-
about like sneakerheads?
No.
Dan
It's Dan Aykroyd. No, it's a spy movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, but it's awesome. I love this movie. So thought I'd
I-
bring it in.
I think
Not a lot of people have seen
is
it.
that one of the last movies before River Phoenix died?
Probably right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. B-Money?
My next choice is the movie Chef, directed by Jon Favreau.
Oh yeah.
Now, this didn't come with a slipcover, and I like my slipcovers, so I made one myself.
Oh,
Yeah. I like to have it looking good on a shelf, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
hey.
Nice.
Real follow your
'Cause
dreams,
the-
family man,
The
Yeah.
real
father son.
the real cover is just him, right?
Yeah.
Like
So it
he's-
looks like this.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so.
But if you
I like
love
that you
food,
made
you
your own
love
slipcover.
following your dreams, a little father son action.
All right.
It's an amazing.
I have one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Okay. All right.
It is from because they don't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Superbad was the last great teen comedy.
All right.
Raunchy teen comedy.
Gotcha.
This one takes the cake, the pie. Sorry.
Yeah.
American Pie.
Original American Pie.
The
Yeah.
original, and not only did I get this because I love American Pie,
Yeah.
but this has got just wicked packaging. So it's not a slipcover. I think it opens. So it opens and it kind of layers,
Yeah.
and then the actual discs are effed pieces of pie.
That's hilarious.
And then, of course, you got
Yeah.
almost topless Shannon Elizabeth right there.
All right. There you
Too.
go.
So this is just
I was definitely too young when I saw that.
oh,
Beauty.
absolute gold.
Beauty. All
I
right.
love American Pie, but this is just a creative way to do. I've never seen a clear cover.
Yep.
So I thought that
My
was really
Cloverfield Steelbook actually has a clear cover like that, and it has like a film lens on the front. You take it off, and you get to see the monster.
cool. That's
underneath.
nice.
Yeah.
I love
Nice.
stuff like a detail
Yeah.
in physical media.
Nice,
covers.
nice.
Yeah.
There's another movie that I don't know if a lot of people have seen, but is so actually funny. It's Fire It Up. This movie is so funny.
It is really funny.
It's about cheerleaders,
Yeah.
and these guys just they're on the football team, and
Didn't they get benched or suspended?
something like that, and then they get on the cheerleading team, and it's all about picking up girls, and it's so funny. I just don't think a lot of people have seen it. And this blonde guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, he was in Beer Fest.
Yeah, he's got the best timing. Like,
he plays
is so funny.
Jim Carrey in the prequel to Dumb and
Dumber. Yeah,
right?
yeah. He is so funny. But Fire It Up, I don't know if some people have seen it, some people haven't, but man, is it funny.
I think he's on NCIS LA.
Yeah, I think something like that now.
With LL Cool J.
Yeah, it's not funny stuff anymore. It's all just,
But he's funny.
He's on one of the NCISs, yeah.
B-Money, what you got?
Another one of my top fives, Arrival, directed by Denis Villeneuve. I also made the steelbook because, there's the main cover's pretty boring.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd never seen that cover before.
I like the language that they've discovered, and I made my own cover.
Nice.
One of my favorite movies. When I first saw it, I immediately watched it again, back to back.
By the way, if you've never seen that movie, Amy Adams absolutely robbed for Oscar in that.
This is a spectacular movie.
Yeah.
All right.
I got probably the rarest Blu-ray in my collection because if you see what these go for on eBay, it is Dogma on Blu-ray.
Okay.
This was there was something to do with Weinstein and the rights, and there was a limited amount that got printed on Blu-ray, and then they had to stop because of something he did.
Okay.
And
no, I know what he did.
Yeah, well, besides that, and Kevin Smith said that he's getting the rights back, and he's hoping to have it streaming and also to do a new print on Blu-ray and probably 4K.
Gotcha.
So to have Dogma on Blu-ray, just look it up on eBay. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
These are stupid rare at this point to have Dogma on Blu-ray.
He's probably going to do a collector's because he's not going to go through all that trouble and not do something cool.
Yeah, he'll probably do something really cool.
All right. Another insanely crazy TV series that I just loved and watched multiple times, The Killing, Season 1, which is better than Season 2 and much better than Season 3.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
1 is amazing, by the way. 2, and then it got canceled.
Yeah, and then
Netflix picked it up for a Season 3.
They brought it back,
They brought it back, and then it wasn't
as good. It wasn't as good, especially first season. Joel Kinnaman, it's so good. You'll be like hooked on it. It's on Netflix. You can definitely watch it. Watch at least the first season because it's so good. It's so amazing. And this is an awesome box set. Just nothing crazy, but it's so good.
Are they hour episodes?
Probably about an hour. Yeah. About that. But it's so good.
Great show.
So good. Yeah.
B-Money?
Let's see. Another classic that I made my own slipcover for is Prisoners.
All right.
That's awesome. I love
just
that you
love
slipcovers.
Yeah. I just like to have cool art, and it looks when the spines all go together. I think it looks nice on a shelf. But this is another one of my faves. Again, directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Classic.
Yeah, that is
one of the best thrillers of all time.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, crushed it.
It was probably one of the first times I noticed Paul Dano. I know he'd been in other stuff, but that performance was like, this kid is a good actor.
Yeah.
All right. This is just a silly comedy that I love, and I'm just glad that I own it, and it's So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Well, a lot of people don't even think about that when they think about Mike Myers.
Correct.
Right?
Everyone thinks Austin Powers or Wayne's World. And I own all those on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But this does not exist on Blu-ray, I would imagine.
I think it is available on Blu-ray.
If it is, I would get it.
Yeah.
Because the DVD is obviously the quality, right?
So funny.
This is I believe the first time, because this is before Austin Powers, so this is the first time he played multiple characters.
But it's after Wayne's World.
It's after Wayne's World.
Wayne's World was 92, I think.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
This is after Wayne's World, but before Austin Powers. It was the first time he played multiple characters.
Yeah.
And he plays his own Scottish father.
So funny.
Which, by the way, is also the voice he uses in Shrek.
Yeah.
And this is... Everyone in this movie is hilarious, including the police captain.
Oh, God.
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin's so funny.
And his best friend, Anthony LaPaglia.
Oh, yeah.
Plays a cop.
Yeah.
And you could tell like people are just cracking.
Oh, yeah.
And they're leaving it in the movie.
Oh my god, the
It's
Alan Arkin
so
stuff
good.
when they're in his office.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to hang from a helicopter. He's like, oh, that sounds like fun.
Oh.
It's
He's like, I want you to be the mean captain. It gives me.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I answer to a. It's just like, you know.
Well, it's
it
more of
tells you
it's more of a quorum.
yeah. It's so funny.
You
So
can tell
funny.
my age because I haven't seen it.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
this is
it's
before
so
you were
funny.
born,
Yeah.
buddy.
So funny.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going again with silly comedies that I don't know, some people have seen it, some people haven't. Spies Like Us. This is where you got Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. This is
Glorious.
so funny, so underrated. Nobody ever talks about Spies Like Us.
No, when you talk
know?
about those two actors, you talk about them basically separately.
Yeah.
And you talk about all the Chevy stuff, and you talk about Dan Aykroyd when you're talking about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
This movie is really funny.
Yeah, you talk about Chevy, you talk about Caddyshack, you talk about Fletch, you talk about that, you
National
know.
Lampoon.
But this was such a funny movie, such a funny premise, and it's so awesome.
Probably not
Like,
easy
so
to get
funny.
on physical media.
No, there's probably not in Blu-ray, but this is awesome. You can find
You
probably
probably
in
had
a-
to grab that this like in the minute it came out.
You can find it probably like in a $5 bin, in,
Yeah.
like in Walmart or something, probably. You know, so it's DVD. It's not Blu-ray, that's for sure. So yeah.
Another classic, if you haven't seen, The Social Network.
Oh,
One of the
yeah.
greats.
Yeah.
Definitely had to have this. One of my top 10 of all time.
I have
Yeah.
it as well.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I wanted
Awesome.
it. They have it in regular Blu-ray, but I definitely you need the collector's look to it.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
need the look.
Yeah, I
you
have
need
that
everything.
one too. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
We all three of us own that
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. That's sweet.
The last thing, and it's probably like for me, it's what got me into Steelbooks,
Mm-hmm.
and that was some original superhero movies. And it was, I think that I'm pretty sure this is my first ever Steelbook.
Yeah.
Is 2008 Iron Man.
Yeah, it's DVD too. Right?
DVD
yeah.
Steelbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it was the first time I ever got a Steelbook,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was like, I'm gonna be buying Steelbooks.
Yeah.
Look at the art on the back.
Yeah, it's sweet. Yeah.
And then just I love the
The arc reactor disc.
all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite solo Marvel movie.
Yeah.
This is just I love the
It's the best Iron Man. It's the best Iron Man.
Best
by
And
far.
it
Yeah.
really got me into Steelbooks. I also it's the embossing
Yeah.
on Steelbooks that
Yeah.
also get me. They just get that texture. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Last thing I'll show is something different that I also like to collect, which is VHS movies. I do like going to Value Villages and Habitat Humanities and stuff and just looking around to find like VHS movies. I just put
Yeah.
them on shelves. This one was cool that I found because it's Back to the Future. It's not the original release. This one was 1989, but it's still factory sealed, still shrink wrapped, still got the MCA logo on it.
That
Fish
is
is convinced
so
it's
cool.
probably worth a little bit of cash, but whatever, who
is.
cares? I don't even know what I paid for it, but I've got a couple other ones that are factory sealed. I actually have a Beauty and the Beast and an Aladdin that are sealed, which is pretty cool, and the big clamshells. But
I love the clamshells.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
another something I just like to collect a little bit, so I thought I'd show you guys off, you know?
I
So,
always do the same. If I go to Value Village or thrift store or something, I go to the VHSs because I'll display them. They stand so perfectly.
yeah.
And I'll put them next to a Funko Pop too. And I have the original ET. I've got OG Star Wars, which is going to have the pre-Lucas cuts.
Yeah.
If you actually watch them on a VCR, none of them are factory sealed.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of VHS tapes that I like to display,
Mm-hmm.
and you having a factory sealed,
Yeah, it's sweet.
watermarked copy of Back to the Future from '89 is pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
All right, B Money, your last one.
Limited edition Godzilla store exclusive Godzilla -1.
Boo.
Boom.
I've actually never
This thing
seen
is
that.
Pimp. It comes with the black and white. It comes with the color.
Damn.
Nice,
I
nice.
had to have this. I saw this also a few
Oh,
times in
wow.
theaters.
Probably cost you a pretty penny.
A little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Artwork.
Open out. Boom.
Yeah.
4 discs.
Nice. That's nice.
The fact
awesome.
that this is an Oscar winner is also incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you go through the book and you get all like the actors and the visual pictures.
Nice.
Obviously,
It's
it's
all in Japanese.
All in Japanese, yeah.
That's how I like to watch the movies.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
I like it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That's sweet.
Sweet. Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right, and last one for me was another Steelbook. I probably could have showed these both together with the
Yep.
last one. And we probably should have ended it on your Back to the Future because that's
That's
just
all right. That doesn't
sweet.
matter.
But this was also one of the first, same year actually, 2008, one of the first Steelbooks I ever got, and that was the Dark Knight. And if you look on the back,
Yeah.
and it actually has like here like the sparks and stuff in the light, it kind of shimmers.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this box set, like the discs, actually the second disc has Heath Ledger's face and everything, but just hit that.
Yeah.
But the artwork on the inside, this is just, it's clean, it's nice.
Yeah.
I love.
It's DVD also back in the day.
Not Blu-ray.
Not Blu-ray yet. Yeah.
But absolutely love Steelbooks. The last one I got was probably the Top Gun Maverick. Got the Steelbook. There was something else I recently tried. Oh, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because I own the first two Deadpools on Steelbook.
Yeah, so do I.
And I'm like, I have to have Deadpool and Wolverine on Steelbook.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible to get in Canada. Could not get it. Settled on the 4K Blu-ray. Got you a copy as well.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
Yeah, that's
right.
it.
Nice.
All right.
All right, cool.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is just something different we talked about on that show, like different types of collectibles that we are huge fans of and I'm passionate about, and even B Money too, huge into physical media.
Obviously, there's tons more we could show.
Oh,
but that would be
so
going
much
for
we could
hours.
do, yeah.
If you had to
I got
guess,
a couple more in here.
If you had to guess, like I would say that I probably have at least 1,000
Yeah.
DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS.
I have drawers and I open them up and they're
Yeah.
full of Blu-rays and
and I love my
DVDs. And
I got
my
the
old
IKEA shelf towers. Yeah.
I have the IKEA towers.
Yeah.
Anyway, we want to hear from you guys too. Hopefully you like this show, but tell us in the comments about your physical media collection or what your favorite was watching this show. And join new YouTube members.
Yeah, members.
Tell them about it.
We got exclusive lives probably every other week. We're going live. We got content early. We got exclusive emojis. We got exclusive badges.
Exclusive videos too.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and there's 3 different tiers. So hit on every single video next to the
logo.
channel logo. You'll see a join. So click the join button, and then for exclusive stuff. Until next time, I'm Fish.
K-Dog.
Be money.
I'll see you again soon.